Sheesh. So mornings as a day trader. What's up, what's going on, guys? It's your boy RockStarrFX here, back with another video, and today we're gonna be doing probably one of the most highly requested videos I've had in a very long time, which is pretty much people have been asking, what does a morning as me look like? I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's really not that exciting, but give me a second. Yep, this is part of my morning, man. This is the real behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, as you guys can see, pretty normal so far. It's about 9 a.m. right now. So markets, it's not my time to get on. I usually get on right around 9:25, going into that 9:30 area. But before that, it really is just, I would say, has nothing to do with trading at all. I usually wake up, or I try to wake up latest at around 7. From that point, it's either deciding whether I'm taking London to school or Erica's taking London to school, which in this case, as you guys can see, Erica actually took London to school today, which had me here with the baby. Kind of sometimes, slows me down a little bit, but not really if you plan the right way, know exactly what it is that you're doing for the morning. And this, I guess, is more advice for the the parents out there, so moms, dads, traders, whatever the case may be. But if you plan the right way and kind of just always have that set routine, that set schedule, it makes things a lot easier. So I already know, like, if I'm taking London to school, I know what it is that I'm going to be doing for that morning, and then I know pretty much to be able to get on the charts on time. And then if I'm not taking them to school, again, I know what it is that I'm doing or what it is that I have to do that for that morning to, again, be on the charts on time. So now is about the point. Actually, it's actually 9:15, so I was wrong. But now is about the point where we kind of get up and we kind of prepare to actually be on the charts, which consists of a few things, man. It's number one, going to make that coffee. If I have to use the bathroom, use the bathroom. Just the last minute morning routine stuff. So let's jump into it. We're gonna go make the coffee, and then from there we're gonna head to the chart, see if we can get anything in terms of markups or anything like that, and then kind of run it from there.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere.
So this is something that's probably not as typical for most traders, but every morning when I do actually get ready, right before I get on the charts, we get ready to do what we got to do over there. Coffee is made, everything is good. I always open up my balcony door and either just come out here and sit for a few seconds, or just have the door open and I'll sit in my chair over there and kind of just look outside. And the reason being is that even though it's hot as fuck out here, and Erica hates it. Erica hates when I open up the door in the morning, because it really does, like, I guess the humidity comes into the apartment. But even though it's hot out here, man, it really gives me something to kind of just come out and look at, and be grateful for, and gratitude, and just understand that it wasn't really always like this. Growing up, single father in Harlem, looking out the windows, it was the projects. So it's somewhat of a different vibe, but again, just brings me back down to earth, and giving that gratitude. So this is definitely part of my routine, man. So first thing I always do is, before I even hit the charts, we actually start looking for trade setups or anything like that. I always want to know what's going on in the world, right? So economy-wise, just checking the news. So I always head to forexfactory.com and really get a good look at. So like for today is Monday. It is June 20th. Oh, it's my sister's birthday, by the way. But it is June 20th. And looking here, there's absolutely no like real major impact news. We have medium impact news on the European dollar at 9 a.m., which was just about 30 minutes ago. But again, it was 30 minutes ago, and it is medium impact news. So I can't really see that affecting too much of what's going on. We also have impact news at 11 a.m., which by that time, I would already be off the charts. So I don't know, it could be a little bit weird because the time that I do trade is in between a few medium impacted news for the European dollar. And as you guys know, I like trading GU and EU. So it should be interesting. But now that we checked out the news, there's no real impact news. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to stay cautious. I'm going to stay aware of what's going on in terms of my setups. Obviously, stay cautious of the fact that there is some medium impact news that's going to be happening and that just happened for the euro. So in looking at euro setups, again, just keeping that, red flag kind of, there present, understanding that. But we're still going to take some trades. I don't think it's going to majorly impact anything that we do. I think for the most part, we're going to be pretty good. So we don't have to worry about that. So we have our watch list. I literally just go down the list. So I start at the very top, go down the list and do 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Super short, super simple, and just kind of just look for my setup. I'm really good at spotting my setup really quick, right? So like, for example, we see right here, very quick, right off the bat, what do I have? You see here, we have all of the confirmations kind of coming through in terms of the stochastic and the DMI. And then I also see that we could be bouncing to the downside off the 200 moving average, right? So this could potentially be a setup if obviously all of our other confirmations come into play as well. We don't know that just yet because we didn't mark this up because I'm doing this video for you guys. But for the most part, you guys see how quick that actually was in me just, again, just sifting through these pairs. I go 1, 2, 3, and I just look for my setup. It's very easy and it's very different for binary options traders than it is with most other traders because we don't, I don't know, I feel like when you're trading longer term, it's almost like you have to stare at the damn charts. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to zoom all the way out, mark up your SRTs and do all that. Everything, all the markups and stuff that I do in terms of trading are literally done right as I'm trading. I'm only going to trade for, less than 5 minutes. So I have the ability to literally do those markups right as I'm trading and not have to, do the longer term or, check multiple time frames and all the extra stuff that a lot of other people are doing. In terms of EU and GU, I do pay attention to USD CHF because that is a negative correlating pair. But again, for the most part, doesn't I don't do too much, man. I get in, I get out with my bag. So as you guys, you probably already know this from some of my other YouTube videos, but this is how I keep my charts at all times. So pretty much I always keep my charts to the left. I keep my broker, my platform to the right. And what I do is I do my markups and analysis here, right? Do what I got to do. And then I'll go ahead, like for example, if we're on EJ, right, and we see a setup on EJ, I'll just go ahead to the actual broker itself, find EJ and actually execute the trade on the broker. Now this is actually really important, especially for newer traders, because people always ask me all the time, like, do you do your markups, your analysis on the actual broker, or do you use TradingView, or why do you use TradingView? Like, come on guys, just don't do your markups and your analysis on the actual broker. Take some time, actually, treat it like a profession, get a professional charting platform, utilize it, markups, analysis, tools, indicators, everything that you have access to, and then, go ahead and do what you got to do over here. Okay, so we didn't find any immediate setups as soon as we got on the chart. So what I did instead was I went through each currency pair and I just did some quick markups. So for the most part, just a volume profile. As you guys know, if you watch my previous pretty much live trading session on Nadex, go ahead and watch that if you haven't watched it already. But if you watched the previous one, we do have the new 5-minute binary strategy, and it is highly kind of dependent on the volume profile. So what I do is I go through each currency pair on the 5-minute and I mark up my volume profile from the highs to the lows or from the lows to the high, and I go ahead and I kind of wait for it to come back up. So like if you guys see in this example here, right now this is Euro USD, so EU, one of my favorite pairs, broke to the downside. I'm waiting for it to come back up and retest that red line that we have right there. So at this point, for the most part, it really just is a waiting game. And going back and forth through each pair again to see if we're getting any reactions or if anything's really popping through. But it is a waiting game at this point. Nothing too crazy. Just sit back, relax. I try to give myself at least an hour on the charts. Usually I don't really stay on the charts for that long because I usually get my setups and I place a few trades within my first 30 minutes or so, sometimes even less. But if I don't get any setups, then I always give myself at least an hour. So about 10:30 is typically when we'll wrap this thing up and we will actually start the day outside of the trading world. Now, another highly requested video that we've actually been getting is you guys wanted to actually see my trading setup. So, the monitor, the computer, the space itself, the specs on the computer, all that crazy stuff. So here's what I'll do, guys. If we can go ahead and we can break 650 views on this video within the first day of it being up, right? So first 24 hours, 650 views. I'll go ahead And one of the very next uploads, probably like 2 uploads away, because I got another one already scheduled. But one of the next uploads that go up are actually going to be my full trading setup, giving you guys a little tour of my office here and show you guys all the, nice little cool tech that I have here that isn't really that cool, but, can help you in your trading if you wanted to go ahead and, kind of get some of that stuff. So 650 views, first 24 hours. If we can get that, we'll go ahead and drop that video. The secret to getting that is sharing this video out with everybody that you know. Doesn't even matter if they trade. Just share the video. But all in all, that's pretty much it for today, guys. I mean, for the most part, that is my morning routine. It's nothing too crazy, too fancy or anything like that. I'm going to continue to trade, so if we do actually get a session off of this, I'll go ahead and post that within the next few days, so you guys will be able to tell based off of what you've seen today on the charts which session it actually was. But again, I get the question all the time about the morning routine. I don't think the morning routine is as important in terms of like what you do, before you get on the charts. I don't think it's as important as your actual trading plan itself, and I think that's where a lot of people you're kind of overthinking it, so on and so forth. But it is always good to see stuff like this, man, especially the fact that I am a normal human being just like you. I wake up, deal with the family, maybe take the kids to school, maybe feed the kids, make my coffee, check the news, sift through some currency pairs to see if we can find any quick setups. And if we can't find any quick setups, then I then slow down a little bit, pull things back, and go currency by currency, doing my markups, my analysis for the current opportunities. I don't do anything long-term or anything like that. I only look for current opportunities. And then beyond that point, it really is just sitting back, relaxing, and waiting for the markets to come to those point of entries that you're typically looking for. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And remember, if we can get this video to 650 views within the first 24 hours, I'll give you guys a full tour of my office, showing you guys my entire setup, and also what we got going on around here, man. It's a pretty cool office, man, especially in the nighttime, man. My office is pretty lit at night, so we're gonna show you all of that. But with that being said, guys, it's your boy Rico, aka RockStarrFX. I'm out. Peace.
Feel just like a rock star.